It's Sunday, the 28th of July 2024, a day that the whole world has been anticipating, a day that the whole world is watching, a day that the people of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela have set aside to exercise their franchise. And the choices that they make today will chart the course of life that they will lead tomorrow. It's either they make the right choice by upholding the Bolivarian Revolution and walk in light, or wander off in darkest nights by allowing the forces of retrogression and the forces of backwardness to stagnate the strides that they have made as Bolivarian people or as Venezuelan people towards independence. What is it going to be? We do not know that for sure, but what we do know is that the people of Venezuela will make a choice for the protection of their rights and their freedom. We are here in Caracas at the Guadalupe Electoral Center, or the polling station here at Guadalupe, to monitor and assess the situation. And just as you can see in the background, the people are here in their numbers to cast their votes. And there are a lot of facts and myths about this particular electoral process and false narratives out there, but Pan-African Television, through its lenses and this live coverage, will be dispelling the myths and bringing you accurate information about the Venezuelan electoral process.
We're currently here at one of the voting centers monitoring the elections. This is Pan-African Television. We're going to be speaking to some of them here to find out how the electoral process is like. How has the election process been since it started?
Yes, of course. I will tell you that this is the first part where the digital is taken, and then with the credential they check the name and they put all the numbers here. They have to put the numbers there in order to have a paper, and then they cannot repeat the information. And as you can see, they check, and the picture of the ID shows, because they have this information and that information. Those informations both have to be the same. And when Chavez was alive, he made everything to be checked. The 54% have to be checked. A president from the United States asked to check for just the 10%, but Chavez says no, we are going to check more than 54%.
Hay que luchar Venezuela en conseguir el destino que las cargas emparejan.
So we have been able to witness the process that is currently ongoing here, and we can attest to the fact that it's a very swift process, and those who have been able to come in have been able to cast their votes, and we're going to be speaking to some of them on how the electoral process has been so far, how long it took to cast their votes, and all of that conversation as well.
El proceso es muy rápido y muy poco tiempo, o sea, no tardas ni un minuto para votar, o sea, es muy rápido. El proceso es rápido y muy práctico también.
He says that the process was so fast, so easy. He didn't take any longer than 1 minute to vote, so he enjoyed it because the process was so fast and easy.
Mi nombre es Francesca Coelho. La experiencia de votar en el estado de La Guaira fue totalmente pacífica. Hay muchísima gente participando en las elecciones. La verdad, muy contenta de que las personas se estén integrando a las votaciones para un cambio en el país. Y bueno, nada, feliz de que la gente esté participando y que sigan así.
She told us that a lot of people was voting there, so she's very happy that many people are joining this process, this electoral process. She joined other two process of electoral process, and she didn't see any kind of violence. But sometimes the news, the media, put like so much around the subject about violence, but it's very pacific here.
So the Venezuelan voting process has a lot of safeguard for it, some of which I'm going to highlight, and it includes the fact that the biometric ID stops people from voting more than once or at the wrong electoral center. The total number of votes has to match between the electronic tally and the electronic record, and after polls close, 54% of voting machines are randomly chosen for an audit to compare the electronic totals with the paper tallies, and this process means that the overall tendency is irreversible. And in addition, participating organizations can have witnesses at polling stations.
It's a very fascinating process. The electoral system in Venezuela is a product of many years, of many elections that this country has undertaken. The leaders of Venezuela have a direct interest to see to it that they have elections that are credible, elections that can be verified, and where participation for everyone is guaranteed.
So one of the things that is worth talking about is the fact that there may be an early non-recognition of the election results by the opposition, who may attempt to declare their own election results, which is actually illegal. What happens in Venezuela is that until the National Election Council makes the final declaration of results, no one is allowed to make any projections, because any projections that is made is considered illegal.
Any lie about the election being fraudulent is a bigger lie. But how else can they accept defeat? Have they ever accepted defeat in this country? They have never accepted defeat in this country. The only thing they will accept is only when they win. And if they cannot justify their defeat with lies, with the calm, with the propaganda, with the slander of Venezuela, what else can they do? These are fair elections and very peaceful.
This happens to be the 33rd electoral events in the last 25 years of the people of Venezuela, and this goes to state that they are more than capable of handling their own affairs. This was reiterated by President Maduro yesterday when he met with election observers from across the globe. He made calls that seeks to suggest that there should not be any interference in the Venezuelan elections by any external forces, and whatever must be done to ensure that the Venezuelan election is peaceful will be done.
José de San Martín, José Gervasio Ortiga.
So this has been Pan-African Television's live coverage of the Venezuelan elections here in Caracas. My name is Makiza Latifa for Pan-African Television.
Desafiando cualquier prueba, que al sanarse las heridas surgirá una sangre nueva. Bolívar cada momento debía animar nuestra acción. ¿Qué decir Simón Bolívar? ¿A quién decir redención?